Hi, my name is Richard Ehrlich. Welcome to another episode of Rich and the Bull, and I'm here with my good friend Nick Fortune, commonly referred to as the Bull. You know, we are here to help you think like the rich and sort out the bull so you can make smart and sound financial decisions. Today's episode is all about what your CPA isn't telling you and why. You know, it's interesting, Nick, CPAs today, I like to think of them, unfortunately, they're not forward thinking, right? When you come to the CPA, typically right about now, you're bringing in all of these tax documents. Now I have a question. What year are we in now? 2019. Well, when they're coming to their CPA, what year are they talking about? 2018. And what's so refreshing, you know, is for me when I send over clients to you, and I know you're one of the nation's leading tax strategists out there, and when I send them over to you, they're like so blown away. They're like, well, why hasn't my CPA told me this? And I think a lot of it comes down to that common theme of that they're looking backwards. So if you would, just share with us today a little bit about why the CPA is not there helping them out.
Yeah, well, there's one of the biggest things that we see with clients is there is a big misunderstanding about what CPAs really do for you, okay? CPAs don't get paid to find deductions specifically for you. In fact, if you put 1,000 CPAs together, I would say probably only 20 of them are going to be doing proactive things specifically for you, for the type of industry that you're in, and will be on this kind of cutting edge of allowing you to do things so that you could put more money in your pocket and less in Uncle Sam's. So, I mean, CPAs to me are nothing more than glorified bean counters. Now, there are good CPAs out there, just like there's good and bad anything, right? So it's not the problem with having a CPA, we need them, or a tax planner, we need them, okay? It's not having a CPA, it's having a bad CPA that is the problem. CPAs get paid to file documents. They do filings. And when they go out there and they charge you $1,000 to file your documents or whatever it is, and they can do that in an hour, then they get paid $1,000 an hour. It doesn't behoove them to go out there now and to go and find deductions specifically for you that's going to take them 10 hours, and now they're only making $100 an hour. They're a mill. They want to get as many people to come into this program, give them your receipts, put it on a spreadsheet, smack out what you owe, and get on to the next person. That's what they do. The other thing is that I find that CPAs will never defend you. Like, they will go out there and they will ask you what your deductions are. CPAs shouldn't be asking you what your deductions are. They should be telling you. And furthermore, as a client, we educate people that you don't work for the CPA. The CPA works for you. Everybody's always going to the CPA and asking for advice. You need to understand what it is that you do and how your business works, or the things that you have coming to you, and you need to make sure that your CPA enforces the rules.
Yeah, Nick, you know,
very important.
Those are all awesome points. And you know what I find is, this is the number one question I get when people come to me right around this time of the year. They said, well, you know, what can I do to save taxes? I said, well, you might want to be thinking about taxes for this year, but we're already past that deadline. So can you give us an example of some of the types of things that you're seeing that CPAs are missing, and some of the benefits that they have of working outside the box, if you want to call it?
One of the biggest shockers that I just saw in a newspaper here a few weeks back is how very few of tax professionals even understand this new tax law. I mean, think about it.
That's a little scary.
Right. This has been around for the last year plus now, and most CPAs don't understand how to govern and work inside of this new tax code. So the issues that they're running into, a lot of them are filing extensions for people so that they can figure it out when they should have learned about it the year prior to when it was implemented, and then called you and had you come to your office. Now think about this if you're watching this. How many of you have actually been contacted by your CPA and had them invite you into their office so that they can create structures and planning for the following year so that you didn't get the surprise of your life? They didn't. Yeah. They don't do that. That's not what they do. This is what we do. We go out there and educate the client and make them proactive, because once the year is over And once you're looking at March and you're filing your extension or you're filing your tax return, it's too late. It's past. The train has passed you.
Well, one of the things that we see quite often is that, the reason why we have this program, and for those of you who've been watching us, understand that we're here to be the coach, to kind of guide you through, to sift through all the bull, to get the right information. Taxes, as I tell my clients, are the number one expense when it comes to investing and when you retire, which people are very shocked to hear about that. I think that when you look at the whole planning spectrum of why people are not getting this information, I think, if you're successful what you're doing, you're relying on other people. And people think that, if I have a good CPA, well, he or she must know what they're doing. And that's really what we're doing here, because it's your money, you're spending the time, the energy, and you should be getting the value and the answers that you want to get.
I was in a restaurant with individuals just yesterday, where they were from Ohio and they had property in Florida, and they said, should we really be finding a CPA in Florida to help them? And this is the problem that we run into. You go seek talent wherever talent is. I often will put up, when I talk, a picture of Nick Foles, right? For many of you that don't know Nick Foles, he, before signing with the Jaguars, was just with the Philadelphia Eagles. He was the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, led them to their first national
backup
championship.
Quarterback.
Yeah. And one of the things that I ask people is, where did Nick Foles go to school? And they'll say, University of Arizona. And I say, then what the heck was the Philadelphia Eagles going all the way to Arizona to go get a quarterback? I mean, surely they must have colleges in Pennsylvania where they could get a quarterback. I mean, what was the NFL thinking about doing that? Philadelphia Eagles. And they'll say, because they wanted the best talent. Yes, because they wanted the best talent, but that's not what you're doing. You don't want the best talent. You want the best talent in your area code. You want the best talent in your zip code. You want the best talent in your state. Oh, I need a CPA that's in my city. I need it in my state, right? Because no other person anywhere can understand the rules of another state if they don't live there. We work with the finest professionals on the planet. This is our background, what we do. Our back end handles the tax structures. I cannot believe the compliments that we get, because people go in there and they'll do informational audits, or they'll run us through a program that is proprietary to us, and we'll put their old forms, through this structure, through this programming, and it will pop out all the deductions that people are missing and that they aren't taking. Not things working in the gray, mind you, but just things that you have coming out to you. The average CPA makes $62,000 a year. Think about that.
Wow.
Most of you that are watching this make more money than the tax professional that you're bringing to ask advice from. Most of you make more money than the financial planner that you're asking for. And most of those people have such little invested in the market. I mean, think of this. You have to be careful of who you're taking advice from. You're going out and asking these people for this advice. And I always say, look, if they knew how to be a millionaire, why aren't they? If they don't know how to be a millionaire and you want to save $1 million or make $1 million, what are you doing listening to them?
I think what you're saying is really about what this show is about. It's about helping people like yourselves make smart, educated decisions. And we're talking about proactive planning versus reactive planning. And I would like to suggest to everybody here, as you listen to our shows, these are the kinds of things that are going to help you become better and more successful in what you're trying to achieve. So I would ask you that you would follow us on Facebook, like us on our channel, and most importantly, share this with people that you know and care about, because a lot of people are just not getting this information. And the people that are best for this program are the people that genuinely recognize that there is a problem. They can't quite put their finger on it, but they do know that there's a better way to do things.
Yeah, we offer a free consultation for you guys. Rich does too. So if you need help, or you think, hey, maybe I'm not getting the best advice out there, just maybe there's a better way of doing things, we will be more than happy to speak with you. And yes, we will be speaking with you. So if you fill out your information there or contact us directly, put in to the top line CPA review in the subject category, send your request to us. We'll be happy to take a look at it, and we will get back to you. And if there's a better way that you can do it, if there's something that is more tax advantaged way for you to go, or something that we can allow you actually to do our motto, which is put more money in your pocket, less money into Uncle Sam's, we will be happy to do that for you. Reach out to us, right? Like us on
Yes.
Facebook. The time to do things for 2019 is now. Don't delay. Be proactive. Contact us now. Every day that you wait, every week that you wait, every month that you wait are countless dollars that you are wasting to give to the U.S. Treasury. I believe in rendering unto Caesar what's Caesar,
Right.
but do not give Caesar $1 more than they have coming to them.
Yeah. God bless the United States of America. But guess what? I think you're more interested in your money than other people are. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in today. And remember, there's one way that you're going to achieve what you want to achieve, and that's by you making smart, sound financial decisions. Thanks again.
Thanks for being with us, guys.
Bye.